Outlet center giant Tanger released strong earnings this week, reporting a 5.2% increase in same-center net operating income and a 13% increase in core funds from operations per share. That led them to raise their 2024 full-year guidance. The company's been focusing on diversifying the uses of their outlet centers, including more dining experiences. For more, we have with us Stephen Yalof, Tanger CEO. Stephen, thank you so much for coming into the studio.
Thanks for having me.
I want to start by talking to you about the macro picture that we talk about all the time here. If you got invited by Fed Chair Jay Powell to a Grateful Dead concert and you had the opportunity to talk to him about inflation, what is the single biggest thing that you are seeing that the Fed is missing that you'd want to tell him?
You know, I think the customer is spending, and the customer, you know, the fact that the customer wants to spend money on products, there should be more opportunity for them. There should be more money in the system. I feel like, personally, with rates being where they are, he should come out and spend a day with me at one of my shopping centers. Come to Deer Park and take a look at who's shopping
my home
there,
base.
what they're buying, who's coming in the carloads, the price point, the cars that he sees in the parking lot, because we're getting such a diverse mix of consumers shopping in those shopping centers, driving cars from the entry-level car price points to the highest car price points, because everybody's looking for value. And he needs to understand, from our perspective, who our customer is, what they're shopping for, whether it's that trade-down mentality that people are talking about, or the aspirational mentality of the consumer that's looking to trade up and into better products.
I went to a department store last week. I wanted a tie and a button-down shirt. And the button-downs were now $130, and the ties are about $110. Are the outlets still cheap in the traditional sense? Is that great deal, can that still be found in this inflationary environment?
Well, I think in our environments, the retailer has the opportunity to reprice their merchandise almost daily. So in a full price street retail or other bricks and mortar full price retail, they're holding price, there's a sales cadence. But in the outlet environment, you can mark prices down on a daily basis if you need to, just in order to attract the consumer. And in fact, through our digital initiatives, and we work with a lot of our retailers on this, we can broadcast to their core constituents who shop their stores, any of our accessory stores or any of the family apparel stores, and get out in front of them that, J. Crew's having an extra sale on Wednesday, let's get out and shop. So we're part of that ecosystem of making sure that we get that information out to our customers.
What % of customers are trading down?
Interesting to say. I like to say that our customer is aspirational, and I like when our customer trades up. We don't sell commodity, right? We're not sneakers and sweaters at the cheapest possible price. We're branded value. The difference is, if you're coming to buy sneakers in one of our shopping centers, it's because you want Adidas, you want Nike, you want Puma. So we see a Puma customer who might think that the price points are a little bit out of reach in a full price environment, coming into our environment because it's on sale every day. Similarly, you see a consumer who maybe does shop in a full price environment, but just wants that brand that they love. And if it's available every day to them, first quality product that comes with that actual brand name. I always go to Ralph Lauren. I spent many years of my career at Ralph Lauren, and the product that hits the outlets is the same product that you might see in the department store, but now on sale. And I think that product never goes out of style. It's heritage product. The consumer loves it, and they're a real important driver of traffic to our centers.
There's still a lot of dumpy malls across America, but those A malls are getting some massive reinvestment. And now where there used to be, let's say, a Macy's at the end of the store is a grocery store. Are grocery stores coming to the outlet? And what does your reinvention look like?
Yeah, so what we're doing in our outlet centers is we're diversifying the mix in order to cater towards more of a local consumer. So for example, the old narrative on outlets was that drive-to consumer that was maybe on a holiday with their family and they stopped at the outlet as one of the, tourist things they did.
Annual rites of passage. Find that great $5
exactly.
deal.
But let's go back to Deer Park for a second, because I know it's a center that you're familiar with. Large permanent population catchment there. That customer sees it more as a regional draw. So if you take a look at some of the out parcels, BJ's being one of them, we have other draws. We monetize that exterior land, that second ring road around our property, and bring in alternative uses, not necessarily outlet uses, but better restaurants, better dining experience, better entertainment uses, Dave & Buster's, better gyms and health clubs, things like that, that draw that customer daily, weekly. And you mentioned grocery stores. We added a grocery store to our shopping center in Hilton Head, South Carolina. And going back to the cars again,
right.
It's a high-end grocery. It's a
what did it replace?
Meat and fish. Nike was on an out parcel. They went in line in the center. We repurposed that out parcel location with a Nantucket Meat and Fish, and all of a sudden we're seeing cars coming from as far away as Bluffton, shopping our shopping center, really elevating that whole mix of customer.
How do you make sure the out parcels don't compete?
Well, we're the general merchandise managers of the center. So we're the ones, the out parcels are ours. We get to pick who comes. And it's, as the general merchandise manager, you want to make sure you bring in complementary uses. And we listen to our customers. Our vision statement at Tanger is that we use customer insights and information in order to inform the future of shopping. What does that mean? It means we listen. And when a customer raises their hand and says, I want the gym to come back to Deer
yes,
Park,
please.
or I want better food and beverage in your shopping centers, or I need better amenities because I'm coming with my whole family and I need something for somebody else to do. We listen, we execute, and that's what you see in Tanger.
Okay, you may not be able to say this. I will say this. I'm willing to give up BJ's Wholesales in Deer Park if you bring one of those meat places by me. I'll forget BJ's Wholesale. I'll give up my membership. It's done. It's done. Bring me a meat place. It's great.
My mom wants a Chipotle.
And I'm excited to, if Mr. Powell wants to come and see the Grateful Dead with me, that would be my big pleasure.
Exclusive.
I'll call him after this and let him know. Stephen, thank you so much. We really appreciate you joining us
Thank you
in studio.
for having me.
Appreciate it.